Hey guys, it's Pranil here, and I just want to talk a little bit of service that we offer. We do offer an engine oil kind of flush service. We've had a lot of clients come and ask us, they want a little bit more than an oil change. They're like 100,000 miles and they want more than an oil change. They want to kind of flush their engine out. We do offer that service. We use a company called BG, and we have multiple products that we use. So what we do is, once we come in, if they come in and they want that service, we use a product called BG EPR. We put that in the oil at first. Before we even drain the oil, we put that right in the oil, and we run your engine for about 45 minutes. During that time, that product gets really hot and starts eating up carbon and varnish. And after the 45 minutes, we'll shut the engine off. Then we'll start draining and changing your oil. After your oil's changed, then we put in a product called BG MOA. It's an oil additive. It's got very great lubrication properties, and it also just helps the engine stay cleaner. So we'll put that, and then after that, we'll also put in BG 44K, which goes into your fuel tank. So that will go into your fuel tank. It'll clean your fuel system out, but as you're driving, it'll also keep cleaning your engine because that gets sprayed right into your piston rings. So one big complaint that we see with a lot of Hondas is oil consumption. And what I mean by that is you go to check your dipstick after like 1,000 miles and you have a very low oil. You have to add a quart. Maybe you have to add a quart every 2 to 3 months, and you're consuming a lot of oil. What we find is the major cause of that, it's not necessarily oil leaks. The major cause that we find of that is actually the piston rings will get so much carbon, and when that happens, it allows too much oil to get consumed into the engine during the combustion process. So the service that we do, EPR MOA 44K, helps clean out that carbon from the piston rings and restores some of that compression too as well. And by doing that, we've been able to save a lot of engines from consuming oil. This is something that I would recommend. I'm a little bit particular, and I run it on my cars almost every oil change. On my vehicles that I don't run as hard, I do it every third oil change. Now, is it excessive? Maybe, but I like to play it safe. I want to keep my engine. I want my engine to hit 500,000 miles. By doing those services, I'm kind of guaranteeing that I could get that. But at least if you're like 100 and 105,000 miles or 100 and even 50,000 miles, I would highly recommend it. It's definitely, it's gonna clean your engine a lot more. And we've tested it. So I've done in the past where I've removed a valve cover, found a lot of varnish on the valve train. I put the valve cover back on, I ran the EPR and all that. Once I removed the valve cover, the varnish was starting to clean up and I could wipe it with my hand. So that was showing that it was breaking down the varnish, and as the client will keep driving that vehicle, it would clean it up even more. So just kind of wanted to elaborate on that. And give us a call. We'll give you a quote on how much that service costs.